definitely much brighter. Also has water hookup.
And it comes with an AC unit. This is interesting. The landmark tower is literally in your face. You can say hello to the neighbor. Hey, what's going on, Akiya hunters? Today I am in Yokohama, Nishiku of Yokohama, which is the very central part of Yokohama, where Yokohama Station is and all the attractions are in Yokohama. In fact, behind me, there's a landmark tower right there. Yeah, prime location. Very, very nice. It's a little bit on the hill. Seems like there are some nice houses in this area. So why am I here today? I'm here to see a client who purchased a house just around the corner. His name is Pete from California, San Diego, California. He actually lives pretty close to where I lived when I lived in San Diego. And now he's here. Very excited to chat with him. He not only bought this house in Nishiku, Yokohama, he also at the same time purchased another property in Chiba, Kashiwa, which I briefly featured in one of my shorts. We're not going to get to that today, but I wanted to ask him more about that as well. So this is the house that Pete bought. He's inside. He got here before I did, so I think he got to check out the inside, and I'm going to ask him to give me a house tour. Yeah, let's go see him. Hey Pete.
Hey Shu.
How you doing, man?
All right, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Good.
Hey, congratulations on the purchase of this house.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know the renovations are just wrapping up.
Yeah.
Looks pretty nice.
Yeah, come on in and take a look around.
Yeah, thank you. Wow. Okay. Yeah, could I have a tour of your house?
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely much brighter, watch your head,
Yeah.
than it used to be.
Okay, so this must be like the living room, the main room.
I think so, but also has water hookup.
Okay.
So it's a really nice laundry room too.
Yeah, either a super nice laundry room or a living room
Right.
that comes with a laundry hookup.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, this must be the main room.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
A lot of storage here too. So
And it comes with an AC unit. It looks pretty new, actually.
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It's nice. And got the kitchen here cleaned up pretty nicely.
Yeah. Well, what did it look like before?
It was much darker, especially the walls were much darker.
Yeah.
So I really like what they did with the blue there, and blue and white. It just really brightens the place up.
Sure.
All of this really.
Yeah.
So, and then toilets over
Yeah, I like
here.
the ceiling. Yeah.
I don't know. Probably seen a toilet before. But
Nice. Okay. Cool. And then looks like there's another entrance here.
yeah, to the side access there.
Oh, okay. So access to the backyard.
Right.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah, and then this is just to the walkway out front, but I think mainly just for light.
Yeah. And what's this room right here? This is interesting.
Yeah, looks
Okay,
like
so some storage
right?
right underneath the stairs. I wonder if they were able to put the hookup like here instead.
Oh yeah, yeah, that looks like it would work better.
But also, hey, access to outside, like, you can like dry your clothes
Right.
a lot quicker, maybe directly. So,
Yeah. Well, and I get why, it's right on the other side of the kitchen, so it makes sense.
The water. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you want to see that upstairs?
Yeah.
For people with balance.
Oh, wow. Look at this view. Landmark Tower over there.
Lots of storage here, which is nice.
More storage.
And the cool thing is you don't have to hang out in the stairs to see Landmark Tower. You can
You can see it from here
From
too.
the room, yeah.
Look at this balcony. Yeah, pretty large. Can I go out?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Whoa. Oh wow, look at this view. The Landmark Tower is literally in your face. See pretty nice houses around. Yeah, it's a bit chilly today, but I could see this being really nice in the spring and fall.
Yeah.
Those seasons. Summer, probably a little bit hot.
Oh,
You can say hello to the neighbor.
That's right.
Pretty
Have coffee together.
Okay, Pete. Well, thanks for the walkthrough.
Yeah.
And again, congratulations on this house. But I was also sharing with the audience that this is not the only house that you bought in Japan.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
One more in Kashiwa.
Kashiwa.
Chiba.
Yeah, I was telling you off camera earlier. But that video, so I didn't do a full episode on that house, but I went to visit, and before the renovation, I think it was like right after or your offer got accepted or right before closing, I went there, did the video and posted the video. It's been one of the most viral videos on my platform. So thanks for the contribution as well.
Sure.
And do you want to share with the audience what happened, since then?
Oh,
to
yeah.
the house?
So renovations completed, and very soon after, I placed a tenant.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
People will be like, what? Like, that's crazy. But yeah, I think you got a really fantastic deal. The location was so good.
Yeah, proximity to the train station, plus it looks like it's kind of a happening area.
Yeah.
It's neat.
Yeah, and that happened so fast. Average, we say about 3 months, after the renovations, but I think it happened within like a couple weeks.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The renovations. Yeah. So I think someone like really loved it. I mean, the finish looks really good. Yeah, it's almost unrecognizable. Yeah,
they did a great job.
Yeah, that's awesome. Congrats.
Thank you.
Now this one, right? The final touch-ups after that, and rent it out to a tenant, finding a tenant.
Right.
Before we get into that, would you be able to kind of introduce yourself? Like, where are you from? Why did you decide to buy 2 properties in Japan?
Well, I'm from California, and I'm sure a lot of people have heard housing prices are not quite as affordable there.
Right.
So yeah, I have friends in Japan. I've been coming to Japan for a long time now, and just combination of prices being what they are in California, exchange rate being what it is with the Japanese yen, it just afforded an opportunity. Made me curious. I came across your site. It made me more curious, just learning more about what I could do as a foreigner, and was surprised at how much I could do as a foreigner, and including starting a business here and potentially even sponsoring myself.
Yeah.
So
we started working together like earlier last year. So it's been like close to a year, I think, right?
Yeah, I think things kicked off in earnest maybe in May.
Yeah. Because, you wanted to take time to do some research on the GK, like forming an entity. And honestly, I was like, wait, is Pete coming back? I was not sure. And when you're like, yeah, my business is about to be formed, let's go. And then after that, it was pretty quick.
Yeah.
Like, you made really fast decisions. But can you walk me through your process of forming a GK? What did it take, and what was it like for you?
Yeah, so I worked with a law firm here. Thank you for that introduction. That was great. Bilingual firm, so language barrier was not an issue. And they really stepped me through. It was just, here are the things you need to provide, and stepped me through it. So it was a matter of, I don't know, I've heard people talk about the bureaucracy and trying to get things done. They made it easy. It's just a matter of, they sent me something and I was prompt, or tried to be as prompt as possible, sending it back until the whole package was ready and they submitted it. So I think it went really smoothly, that part of it. Just getting, and as you said, once we were established, then I was ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the myths that we hear a lot is that as a non-resident foreigner, you cannot start a business or unless you're in Japan or something like that, right?
Right.
But you were able to. You're not a resident just yet.
Right.
You were able to form GK, Goto Kaisha.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, which is like, it's the equivalent of an LLC in the States. So,
yeah.
And that's how I wanted to do the investment properties, as, just have that. It offers the protection, but also, I mean, not that I'm worried about anything happening, but I think it keeps things cleaner for taxes and whatever purposes.
Absolutely.
So
you bought 2 houses in Japan, this one in Kashiwa, not for yourself, like vacation homes, but for rental properties.
Right.
One's already rented. This is hopefully about to get rented pretty soon. And then you bought these under your entities, GK, Godo Kaisha, right? So what's your long-term goal? Why did you buy through your entity then?
As an entity, as the managing director, I guess is what they call it. I can actually sponsor myself in that role. So my company can sponsor me in that role to come to Japan, and I could be here on a visa for a longer term.
Right.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So I wanted to have that option to be able to do that.
I think that's what a lot of people are wondering about. And so many people want to do it, whether it's through real estate investing or their business that they're forming, or a combination of both. It sounds like you got, it's a combination of both, right? Like real estate, but also your work.
Yeah, and that was something that was new to me. I came into these endeavors making certain assumptions that, you know, some of them were very much incorrect. I mean, I would not have thought that your GK could be real estate investing and software engineering, but it can. It's fine.
Yeah.
There are things that, it's just, if you have questions, just ask. Probably save to your viewers, save them some trouble.
Because those immigration attorneys or the law firm that specializes in, you know, helping people like yourselves with visas and forming a GK, they've dealt with many different kinds of cases. So it's, you know, they can kind of like be creative, like, oh, for you, we can use this and this outside of real estate. Because I know if you're just trying to get yourself sponsored through like the long-term rentals, it can be a long shot, right? But by adding your unique talent, you know, work, that increases the likelihood of being able to sponsor yourself a lot more.
Another thing they did was, from talking with you, my goal was to do long-term rentals. And one thing that they brought up, you know, they asked about short-term rentals, and I said, no, that's not really what I'm aiming for. And they said, well, if you think there's a chance that you may want to do it, let's go ahead and put it on. And so they did. And so now, should I have the opportunity, let's say I do purchase something that I would be a vacation home, or, you know, I could do short-term rental for the time that I'm not there.
That's smart. Yeah, I should have put that in my GK. Maybe I still could. That's super smart. Because it has to like say in the official document what your business is about, right? Right. And I guess a lot of municipalities require that that it be stated there. So they just said, well, if you think there's even a chance, let's do it. And so it's there, and I'm covered. I guess. Oh, that's wonderful. So what's your timeline looking like? When would you like to move here by?
I would love to be able to move here sometime next year. I mean, it all comes down to the numbers. I mean, my goal is to move here. How soon depends on the numbers. But I'm definitely entered into these as cash flow investments. So when I can get that number where it needs to be for me, for my comfort, then that'll be a different kind of home shopping.
I mean, San Diego is like one of the most beautiful cities in the world, but won't you miss it? Why would you leave that behind you and move here?
It's also one of the most expensive places in the world. There's all kinds of reasons. I mean, I mentioned friends already. I do have friends in Japan, so it'll be nice to actually rekindle some of those relationships, or just get to see people that I've kept in touch but haven't gotten to see. So very much looking forward to that. But there are other things, like I'm looking forward to not having to have a car. So
that's good.
Southern California traffic's not great. So and I've been coming here. You know, my first trip here was 25 years ago. 25 years ago. So it's something I always imagined, always wanted to have the experience of living overseas, and it seems like now is I mean,
like that's like next year, right? So like between like a year and a half, I guess, like you might be moving here. So you have your properties are in Yokohama and one in Kashiwa. What will your base be, you think?
I'm still thinking about that, because you know, if everything went perfectly for me, I think it'd be great to have a vacation home in Kyoto or in Okinawa or something like that. But that also spreads you out a lot. So I'm not sure what the logistics of that would be. So right now, these are both obviously in the Kanto area. So if I stayed in the Kanto area, that could make things easier logistically. It's a question I still have to answer for myself. So,
I mean, that's part of the excitement, right? Like kind of crafting your vision and like what that might look like. And I mean, you have 2 real estate transactions under your belt, so like anything, you know, that you could buy a property anywhere in Japan, basically. So,
it's pretty exciting.
So having gone through this process yourself twice, I mean, those 2 transactions happened at the same time, but there are so many people in the audience who want to do what you did or what you're doing. What's one tip, the biggest tip that you have for them?
I know other people have said just do it, and so I think they've already gotten that advice. I could share with you one of the things that was the biggest challenge for me was around the financial side and just transferring money. And that was one of those things that was made more difficult due to my assumptions than it needed to be. So you can use a service like Revolut or Wise, which I use, and that works fine. Just make sure you follow it. Like, don't give them any reason to question what you're doing. When they want your name to match exactly your accounts. And for the US, it's very common not to use your middle name for a bank account. As soon as you deviate, even though your first name and last name are the same, you'll get a message saying, hey, we're not sure that this is the same person. I think that's true for the entire process. Just make sure you're careful, detail oriented, and it saves you all kinds of headaches. It may be a long process for somebody, and by long, we're talking months, not years, so it's not really that long. It's just an attention to detail will make it go very smoothly. And of course, the service you provide makes it incredibly easy. I mean, I picked out the one thing that was a headache for me that had nothing to do with you. So that's, sorry, long-winded, but I think that's something that people who are new to this may not know. And it's just, you know what, it's worth it. Open up a new account that has the same name. You can remove a lot of these obstacles for yourself. Just do that, and this will go very, very smoothly. And then any questions around the real estate, the management, and all of that, that's what your team provides.
Thank you.
It's with that, it's easy.
We have that service, and if you're interested in doing what Pete did, you can check out the link below in the description, and hopefully I'll see you there. But anyway, thank you for your time and showing me this house. And again, congratulations on building a portfolio, having a renter, and hopefully this one as well. Exciting future in Japan ahead.
Thank you. Thank you for all your help.
Absolutely. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.